Alright guys, well today is Saturday and it seems to be a lousy Mother's Day weekend. Today is May 12th, 2018. I've actually been out here from, I don't know, I got out here about 11 o'clock I guess. I got out here a little late today. Spent a little time in the house with the wife. She dropped 10 pounds of frozen chicken breast on her toe. Luckily, no breaks. Hurt like hell, guaranteed. We know how that is. So that's about it. So today it's, like I say, it's 1:25. So that's 13:25. And here we are. A miserable, rainy, damp day. It's not raining hard. It's just raining enough to say I'm not going to go out and work. So we'll see what happens. I'm hoping that the weather is wrong and it'll brighten up a little bit. It's good for the grass. I threw down 50 pounds of good seed a couple days ago, so it's definitely going to help with that. And I put down this grass seed that's good for basically any conditions. You know, I mean, it's like apparently the powerhouse of grass seed. I don't know. So all I know is that it was a few bucks, that's for sure. But meanwhile, that's about it. So I'm doing some internet work, some little bit of computer work here and there. That is still over there on the table. Haven't had a chance to get it off the table yet. Got a few things I got to do in here, seeing that it's raining outside. One is a little cleanup. The other is picking on the color over there. I don't know exactly which one. An email came in. Okay, so much for the emails. And Lance just came in. I'm sorry, Nikki. And Mr. D, Duffy, seems to be doing okay. Still is happy-go-lucky. Doesn't seem to be any pain. So, knock on wood. Everything is okay so far. You know, we want his days to be pleasant. What else is new? Oh, I gotta buy a new battery for the tractor. I think I told you guys that. Tractor's like, well, we bought it in 06, I think. They first came out. Whenever the 2305 first came out, that's when we bought it. And I replaced the battery once. So within the 12 years, I've put one battery in it. So that means 2 batteries in 12 years. So that's what, close to 6 years out of each battery. And it's to a point now to where it really doesn't want to start. You know, just you know, it's got to, just hasn't got quite enough to crank the diesel over. So I put a charge on it overnight with a battery maintenance charger. You know, where it supposedly takes care of batteries, but apparently it charged it, it started it, but it didn't stay, so the battery's beyond. So I got to run down to a shop. I will probably just go to Home Depot and find something to fit in there. It's a standard size, so it's not like it's, you know, anything small. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, the boys are going nuts. The wife went shopping. She said she was going to be on her way home in about 10 minutes, so I'll have to go out and help her with the bags. And then I got to run power. I'm going to run new power to that stove. I think I told you about the stove. Bought a new stove last year, late last year. I think it was last year. But meanwhile, it's gas, natural gas, but for some reason the preheat and the broiler are electric. You know, and I'm saying, wow, you know, that's strange. So when we went to use it, it kept propping the breaker. So I think I've told you guys this story. So what I need to do now is run a independent, its own breaker. Which I have right there. It's not going to be a big deal. It's going to be, the hardest part is going to be moving the stove. getting behind it to disconnect the gas line so that I can move it to work behind it. I never actually lengthened the gas line, so it's a pain in the ass to get in there, especially for my big butt. So I gotta get in there and get the stove out of the way. Once the stove's out of the way, it's a piece of cake. So basically that's about where we're at. So again, a miserable day. Tractor needs a battery. I gotta put electricity into the kitchen. I gotta get it done anyway, so today's one of those days to get it done, I guess. Otherwise, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna sit out here most of the day, do absolutely nothing, get nothing accomplished, and go in the house, lay down on the couch, watch TV, and get nothing accomplished. So that's about it. And I'm still working with this, what program to buy. I'm still, I was almost ready to go with that MOV, AVI, whatever it's called. I have to figure out how to pronounce it sooner or later. But, this one here. So I got a hold of them. They got back to me today. Now I got a hold of them, what, a week and a half ago. So they got back to me today and gave me a link to go to that has everything that they have on it, which I didn't see that link, before when I was researching it. But buy an activation key, not now. It's not going to let me in because we're beyond the time period. But meanwhile, they have a lot of programs. And I'll tell you, the high-end program, the one that offers you all kinds of crap for like 80 bucks, doesn't seem to be too bad. But again, I wanted to check to see how they are as far as getting back to you. Well, I sent them a question about a week and a half ago, and I just got the answer back. Must have came in last night because this morning it was on there. And basically it wasn't any answers to the questions, it was just a link to the website. So then I looked up their address, and they're on an island, like down next to Syria, Turkey, all in that area. And it's just a little island out there, so I think, here we go again, and do I really want to start putting my money over there, not knowing where it's going? If you know what I mean, I'm thinking there's a lot of trouble going on over in that part of the world, and there's a lot of terrorists and shit like that. So who am I funding? Why is this little island, having all this going on, with all these programs and things, Is it a way of funding something? I don't know. Just the way I look at things at times. But again, just because it took them a little over a week to get back to me for a simple question, and all they did was give me a link, you know what I mean? It kind of ticks me off. So I gotta deal with it a little bit more, because the program is easy to use. Yeah, and I gotta see what happens. Now CorelDRAW, or Corel, if I remember right, they've got an office in Canada, and you can actually talk to them. You know what I mean? So I kind of like, well, it used to have. I don't know if they still have or not. So I'm still leaning towards Corel. I want to find a little bit more about it. I'm going to research that more probably Monday or so. We'll see what happens, and we'll take it one step at a time. Alright guys, other than that, that's about it. Not much going on. I gotta figure out why this red light's on, because it shouldn't be. Not unless I unplugged something here and failed to realize that I did. I mean, the red light is a charge light, but this battery normally doesn't go dead overnight. So we'll see what happens. Guys, I'm I'm just wasting time here, and I don't know why. I have no idea. I'll catch you guys later.